Welcome. Please sit. I invite you to find gravity and tune in with the rhythm of your breathing. This is an essential balancing practice. 12 sections of poses with a balancing exercise for each. They all correlate with one chakra, and by the end, your full body will be given attention and integration. I invite you to use this time to scan yourself, breathe into any immediate tensions, and be aware of the resonance and presence you have brought into this practice today. And begin to prepare for movement. Maintain movement guided by the breath. So inhaling up, arms overhead, prayer position, exhaling in front of your heart. Inhaling up, arms overhead, prayer position, exhaling down in front of your heart. Your pace allows the body to be an extension of the breath. One more time. Pause and breathe with your hands still. Commit to your movement as an extension of your breathing throughout this practice. I invite you to rotate to the side, down into child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart, belly in. Surrender the head and shoulders down. Next, inhale. Come up to all fours through into a gentle camel. Brace from the top of the feet through the knees. Take several breaths here. And then inhale, one arm up. Exhale it back to your side. Thumbs around the waist. Inhale, other arm up. Exhale it back by your side. You may continue alternating by breath, and if you so choose, add reaching the opposite arm down to the heel. You are working at your pace, inhaling up, exhaling down. By following this rhythm, you will unlock your tensions and integrate them most effectively. Unless I say otherwise, continue with an alternating exercise and focus in on the rhythm of your breathing. This is more an arch backwards than to the side, but there is a gentle twist to the side. Next, come to center. Exhale your way down into child's pose, noticing the gift you've given to yourself. Extend the lower back and inhale your way up into rabbit pose. Palm in palm wrapped around behind your crown. Brace, and then inhale, straight arm to the side, thread the other below twisted rabbit. Inhaling up, opposite side. You're threading one arm under the other. Your temple on the head is to the side. Linger in the breath. Stay an extra breath if you need to, and continue to alternate side to side. You're twisting your upper shoulders and allowing the neck to release. You're feeling the turning of the spine all the way down to the lower back. And you're feeling the balance shifting from side to side, allowing it to reveal and release latent tension. You can choose to stay through several breaths in any of these exercises before returning to rabbit pose. This is also a headstand preparatory pose. Sense the power in this while remaining with your knees on the ground. Next, inhale. Come up on your forearms, down into Sphinx pose. Your elbows under the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet. Gently arch from the pelvis through the shoulders, and then allow the head to come up last without strain. Prepare for turning to the side. One forearm perpendicular, lounge lizard. Set yourself up, then release the lower side and the head. Exhale, inhale, opposite side. Release the lower side and the neck on each rotation. This is apart from a lifted pose, a side plank. You actively want to let that spine get this gentle supported bend, and then the neck accentuates the release. So inhaling, exhaling, setting, taking a breath, letting go, alternating sides. The importance of following your own rhythm cannot be overstated. You will find the best way for you. And return to Sphinx or low cobra. Take a breath and then roll onto your back in a reclined pose with your knees lifted. Your fingertips should be able to brush the heels that are hips distance apart, and then your arms open, allowing your lower back to touch the ground. You can inhale your knees up and hug them gently, and then on an exhale, after several breaths, your choice, you lower to the side in a gentle twist. So both knees stacked, twist, and then your upper body gently moves in the opposite direction, perhaps towards an outstretched arm to accentuate it. You inhale, you lift both legs over your body and twist in the opposite side. This allows the top leg to go first, the bottom to follow, so let them move independently. And keep exploring. Inhaling up, exhaling twist, and gently move the upper body in the opposite way from your knees. Slowly accentuating any area of the spine that's ready to open a bit more. Once again, emphasize your pace and allowing your breath to show you when to move and when to be still. The advantage of your body waiting for your breath is that your entire motion integrates. And return to center. Reclined pose, feet flat, knees up. Before extending the legs straight out and allowing the feet to rotate slightly out. On an inhale, lift one leg as high as is comfortable and stop there. Exhale it down, inhale the other up. The legs are relatively straight, but prioritize a simple awareness. Inhaling up, exhaling down. You do want to get higher, but you want to do so without strain. Each time up, relieves a little tension and exhales back towards the ground. The back of your head is braced, your arms are open. Inhaling up, moving towards vertical. Exhaling down. Feel the motion moving from your navel, from your core, Exhaling down. And find how to make it a bit easier each time. Next exhale, stay down, Savasana. Let the feet be slightly parted, the legs rotating gently out. Inhale, hug the knees in towards your chest, the solar plexus. You will, on the next inhale, draw one leg closer. Turn it so the ankle is above the opposite knee. Thread around that leg's thigh. And draw the lower leg to pull that bent leg towards you. Exhale, release, switch sides. Allow the rhythm of your breathing to show you when to change. And a gentle work on each hip. Keep alternating at the rhythm of your breath. So you're pulling the legs towards you on an exhale, filling as you release, and then switching sides. Exhaling as you compress the chest, which tightens the breath. And don't worry about counting in any of these exercises. Linger an extra breath when you feel you need to, but when in doubt, switch on each breath count. Over time, you'll find great benefit. Return to hug both knees. Feel what you've given your hips. Then rotate to the side. Push your way up with conscious movement on the neck and move to staff pose before parting the legs in a wide angle forward bend. This is work on the diamond eye. You're going to inhale, exhale, bend down over one leg. You're going to keep this easy. The chest stays up, the belly's in to create space. You're inhaling to center, switch sides, exhale down. Find a real gentle rhythm and resist the urge to push into excessive tension. This is a great place to explore building trust with your own body. By refusing to force it, those leg muscles are going to let go with more awareness that you're not going to twist them or pull them. And as you get a rhythm going, do explore going a bit lower while you keep the chest and head up. The abdomen surrendering towards or onto the thighs. You never want to pull much with your hands and arms on the foot because that kind of leverage is going to disempower your core. Another breath. Return to staff pose, legs together. Press up, straight spine, straighten the spine. Head relaxes. Breathe into the upper chest for the lungs. Inhale, draw one knee up. Wrap the opposite arm around it for a gentle twist. You're inhaling up, exhaling, twist. Inhaling center, other side. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale, twist. So it's a 2-breath rotation. Twisting with an emphasis on the lower body, from the hips separating, the lower back, up, back and forth, side to side. Feel your hips releasing and let the twist show you new places to open within your lower body. This gives leverage for your upper body. So those shoulders come into twist with real consciousness. And the neck simply accentuates it a little. Feel how the repetition gives your body an opportunity to let go without as much struggle. And once again, return to center. Take a breath in staff before entering a butterfly pose. Let your legs open outward, then draw the feet in so the outside edges touch. Hold with the thumbs into the arch of the foot and then lift that spine. Cross one leg over the other, either stacking it or keeping it up in a twist. Continue the twist all the way around, supporting yourself until you twirl around to the other side. Continue into a twist towards the opposite direction. Take a breath and repeat. You can keep that knee up in a supported twist, or you can stack the legs on top of each other, knee over knee in hero pose. Either way, allow twisting around your body to be fun. And if it isn't fun, don't keep doing it and simply alternate the legs, lifting one over the other, back and forth. If you ever find that most of an exercise sequence is strenuous or full of strain, make it easier. You need to be able to enjoy it for the full potential to be unleashed. Return to butterfly pose, grounding through the sit bones, allowing the knees to surrender down, lifting the spine, and sensing the gift you've given yourself. Before rotating to the side, all fours, knees under hips, palms under shoulders. Several simple ways to modify this. This is for the chin. So keep your focus on the chin as you inhale, lift one arm, exhale, return it. Inhale, lift the other arm, exhale, return it. You can keep doing exactly this. Or inhale, lift a leg and the opposite arm. Relatively straight out behind you, but prioritize balance. Extend the limbs from that balance. If that draws you out of balance, just use the legs and explore going back and forth, leg, leg, arm, arm. This integrates your overall body, drawing the strength of the limbs into the central spine. And after several repetitions, perhaps consider opposite leg and arm at the same time. A modified version is to simply lift each off the ground, but don't extend them if you lose your center and your strength. Return to all fours before coming up in an easy down dog. So, can't encourage you enough. Get your forelimbs on the ground, generally from the same placement as all fours. Then gently begin to lift one leg, then the other. Each time you bring it down, ground, center, before you lift the other. You're aiming to straighten each leg, but you're prioritizing balance. You're opening the toes and pointing them somewhat, but prioritize keeping them alive. And maintain awareness in the foundation through your arms, which are not lifting. And as you twist your body from one side to the other, sense how this affects the way your arms work together. If you need to, you might want to move your stance a little bit further apart. And as you gain confidence, lift that leg a little higher. Make it more a straight extension of the spine. This is a wonderful way to make down dog more difficult, so when you return to it, it ends up feeling easier. And you can find the depths of strength in this simple pose. Such a cornerstone of a good practice. And you may want to keep your leg up for a couple breaths before returning to down dog, keeping both heels down. And then returning to all fours. And come either from all fours, if this is your comfort zone, or up into a low squat. Focus on a point on the ground, a little in front of your fingertips. This is the third eye. Now, you can rest now and consider this a cool down into the practice. For a final challenge, extend one leg to the side. Twist the foot up. Brace through the arms. Switch sides. Step it from side to side, or consider shifting your weight onto the palms briefly and leaping, replacing one leg with the other. Side lunge. Low side lunge. Feel that twisting of the leg as the foot lifts up, rotating all the way up the bones. And gaze towards the extended straight foot, enjoying the transition from side to side. At any point, choosing to return to the squat and then even to all fours. Stay in the squat for a time, and then surrender down to child's pose. Space between the knees, lengthen the abdomen, and surrender your body down. Breathe here for a time, stay as long as you need to, and shift to meditate seated or lie on your back in Savasana to integrate and process this practice before returning to your day.